100 grams?
Yeah?
In one serving.
100 grams of protein in one wrap. That's what I managed to pack in this thing. I did this because I've been working out for a while now, but I haven't seen the progress that I wanted. So I went to check in with my personal trainer Wesley, who also has a YouTube channel, and he told me more about what I need to eat. So tell me.
2,100 calories, that's good. And then your protein intake on daily basis 138, but you're eating 54. Bro, bro, that's way too less. Yeah. Man, you need to up your protein really hard, because if you want to see your gains coming, you need to eat protein.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool. More protein it is. So I got to work. Yeah, so when my trainer told me that, I knew the challenge was on. I usually just grab whatever is easy to make for lunch. I make either an egg sandwich or a toasty with some sauce. Sometimes I buy fried fish from the fish market, and that I think comes down to 20 to 30 grams of protein max. So I started testing this one recipe, a completely from scratch wrap that hits 100 grams of protein and that I could easily eat every day for lunch and won't get tired of it. So the first question I had was, how much protein do I actually need then?
If you don't go to the gym, it's around 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per body weight, per kilo. But if you're gonna work out just like you do, you need to have at least 1.4, 1.6 times your body weight. So you will have enough protein to get your muscles recovered, sleep well, and then you get the muscles.
So I started looking into what foods have the most protein in it, and how can I actually get enough of protein per day without eating chicken breasts for 3 times a day. That's not a life I want to live. So I found this ranking of the most protein-dense ingredients, and I thought, what if I just combine all of these into one wrap? If I can get 100 grams of protein in one wrap, that's most of my daily goals done by lunch. So I spent the next few days testing different combinations, trying to figure out the balance between getting enough protein and actually making something that actually tastes good. And then this happened. So yeah, I made the flatbread. You can eat it like this, but it's not holding up the texture well because of the protein powder is making the flatbread too brittle. It's also hard to roll out. Not really what I was looking for, so hopefully I can tweak it a little bit more. Maybe I have to find another way to put some protein powder in another ingredient. I won't give up, but this is a bit of a bummer. So yeah. Let's get to it. So in the end, I found a solution. See if you can spot where I sneaked in some additional protein. And please no spoilers in the comments if you have found it, okay? So for the wrap itself, I'm making a flour tortilla from scratch, but you can also buy any burrito wrap that is strong enough to hold the filling if making your own is too much of a hassle for you. To start, add 315 grams of flour to a bowl, and you might need 10 grams more or less depending on what flour you use and how it absorbs water. But you can add that later during the kneading. Add half a teaspoon of baking powder and also add half a teaspoon of salt. Then grab 75 grams of butter, preferably at room temperature, and rub the butter into the flour until it looks a little bit like breadcrumb. Now add hot water. Yes, hot water. Start with about 180 milliliters of water, and if after kneading it for a minute or so, it doesn't come together well, you need to add a bit more water, up to 240 milliliters for this recipe. Mix it together until it forms a nice dough. I use this dough whisk, what is super useful to prevent the dough sticking to your hands during mixing, but you can also of course use your hands. Throw the dough onto the counter and knead it for 5 to 10 minutes, or until it's completely smooth, and when you stretch it, you can see some light through it without the dough tearing. This is after 5 minutes, and this is after 10 minutes. If you don't want to knead 10 minutes by hand, you can also use a stand mixer and knead for around 6 minutes. Now let's divide the smooth ball into smaller balls. I'm weighing out 130 grams for each wrap. This recipe makes about 4 or 5 tortillas, so you'll have some extra wraps that you can actually easily freeze for later use. Roll them up in a tight ball, cover them with a damp towel, and let it rest for 15 to 30 minutes. The dough will relax a bit, so it's easier to roll out later. While we wait for the dough to relax, let's prepare the filling. This is everything that will go into the wrap. Starting with the sauce. This is where the protein magic happens. To a bowl, add 50 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt and then 30 grams of unflavored whey protein powder. If you use flavored protein, it will be too sweet of a sauce, so see if you can find the unflavored protein somewhere. You can also use it in multiple other dishes to boost your protein intake. Then also add the juice of half a lemon to get the sourness back in the sauce. Whisk it together until the whey is completely dissolved, no lumps. And then mince up 1 garlic clove, add some salt and pepper. And there we go. This sauce has over 28 grams of protein on its own. And it really just tastes like a delicious yogurt garlic sauce. Then for the refried beans, I make my own because it's fully from scratch, remember? And it's also healthier than this pre-made stuff from the grocery store. Drain the black beans of their liquid and add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder if you like spiciness. Otherwise you can leave that out. Add some cracks of salt and pepper and then set aside for when we'll start heating everything up. Also set aside some lettuce leaves. I have some gem lettuce here that is nice and crunchy, and I take out the core for the bitterness. Slice up 2 mushrooms of your liking and set that aside. And then weigh off 50 grams of low-fat cottage cheese and set that aside too. So for the beef, I'm using 180 grams lean ground beef, and this is where most of the protein comes from. Close to 50 grams of protein right here. So for the spices, I add 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika powder, half a teaspoon each of oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of chili powder if you like spiciness. Otherwise, you can leave that out as well. Add a good few cracks of black pepper and a generous pinch of salt. Mix it all together, and that's your restaurant quality beef mixture for your burrito. Set that aside for later as well. I like to prep all my ingredients before assembly, so I also grated my 15 grams of Parmesan cheese. Yep, it's really me, not AI. You can also grate this later into the beef mixture, whatever you like. And now we have all the ingredients ready to start making this burrito wrap and assemble it. Now that the dough has rested, we're going to roll out the wrap as thinly as possible. You can roll it out on the surface just like this, but it's quite hard since it will stick to the counter sometimes. So a trick is to grab 2 sheets of parchment paper, put the dough in between, and roll it out that way. You want the wrap to be roughly 1.5 to 2 millimeters thick and about 28 to 30 centimeters across in diameter. Don't worry if you screw up or if it's not perfectly round. Mine isn't either, and they're still perfectly delicious. This just takes practice. You can also use a tortilla maker, but I found that even after pressing it down, it wasn't thin enough, and I still had to roll out the remainder of the wrap. You want to grab the biggest flat surface pan you have. I used this cast iron tortilla maker on induction and it worked perfectly fine. So then cook it on a hot dry surface for about 30 to 60 seconds per side. You want light brown spots, but don't overcook it because it will get stiff and brittle. When it's done, cover it with a damp towel right away. This keeps it soft and it won't crack when you roll it with the filling in it. After letting the wrap rest for 5 minutes in a damp towel, test if your wrap is actually good. Crumble it in your hands like this, and it should not break or tear. Then you're good. So now it's time for the assembly. First, let's heat up the beans and then the beef. So for the refried beans, let's cook it for around 2 minutes. Perhaps you need to add a splash of water to prevent it from sticking to the bottom. Mash it, and you have a batch of warm, healthy refried beans. Set that aside, and then next grab a skillet, throw in some oil and your beef, and saute until they're golden brown and the moisture has started to cook off. Now also add 30 grams of your mushrooms, and lastly, add the Parmesan cheese to melt. Cook it for another minute or so it all becomes one homogeneous goodness. Now for the finale. This is important because if you don't do this right, the wrap will just fall apart. So first, spread the refried beans on the bottom, layer over your 50 grams of cottage cheese, then layer on your lettuce leaves as a base, and drizzle over some of your Greek yogurt garlic sauce. Then all the Parmesan beef and mushroom right down the middle, and lastly, add the final sauce over the beef. So to fold the wrap, first the sides inwards and then tuck the bottom over the filling. Tighten the filling in the wrap as best you can and then fold it one more time and there you have your burrito. Cut it in half and look at your perfectly delicious over 100 grams of protein lunch wrap. Enjoy. Look at that. So there you have it. 100 grams of protein in one wrap. Made completely from scratch. So let's taste it. I could eat this all day, every day. So for reference, 3 chicken breasts is 90 grams of protein. There is one thing that I overlooked and became painfully true when I told my trainer, watch this.
So we'll do this quick because actually we have to work out, but he's waiting for me. So there we go. What up, Wes?
Yo, what's up, Tim? How are you doing,
What's
man?
up, dude? Nice. Yeah.
Yes, what's up?
So I told you about, well, I need to eat more protein, right?
Yes.
I fixed it.
You fixed it?
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you fix it?
So I made a wrap completely from scratch.
Okay.
And I put 100 grams of protein in it that I can eat every day because it's delicious for lunch.
100 grams?
Yeah?
In one serving?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I needed to eat 91, right? So
yeah, but so 100 in one meal, it's a lot.
okay.
Because ideally you want to have around a 30 to 40, max 50 grams per portion. Because in the end of the day, you want to have it, your protein goal needs to be split during the day. So it's more optimized. So 100 grams for like a wrap is a lot.
Too much?
I think it's a little too much, yeah. So the thing is, the 100 grams will be utilized by your body. But they say for optimized muscle growth, it's about around this 30, 40 grams per meal. And you want to eat it during the day, because if you're going to eat it, you're going to be stuffed. You know, if you need to eat 300 grams, I would say yes, it's maybe good to do, because then it will be easier to get your goal. But for you, man, just 30, 40 grams, max 50 for like a serving is what's good for you.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. So let's get to working out then.
Work,
cool.
Let's go.
All right.
So as you can see, that crumbled my whole lunch idea for a second there. But I think it's also a good lesson I learned about protein and how the body actually consumes it. If you're not used to eating that much protein in one sitting, you'll probably end up with some digestive issues as well. I did. So yeah, just because I can make a 100 gram protein wrap doesn't mean I should eat it all at once. So here's what I'm actually going to do and what I recommend for you. You can just split the wrap in half. Take the one for lunch and save this one for dinner. But first, check with a health professional or your trainer, because it might not suit your body. You could also, of course, scale down the filling. Use only 100 grams of beef. That brings it down to around 60 or 70 protein, which is more reasonable for most people. You could also just split it and share it with somebody else. For me, I'm going to reduce some of the filling and play around with the best combination. So if you want more flatbread recipes or different kind of fillings, I have a whole playlist on that. You can check that out right here if you just click on that playlist. And then I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.